What's up, everybody? It's Nick from Whodat Travel. No, we are someplace really special. We are on a boys' trip, just little man and me, to Disneyland this time. Now, what we are going to do this morning is actually try to hit all of the rides that aren't at Disney World. Now, we are annual pass holders and we are at Disney World a lot, but we don't get out to Mickey's West Coast house all that often. So that's what we are doing today, and we are going to go on everything that little man can go on that Disney World doesn't have. So he should be just about 40 inches now, so we're gonna make sure, which means he gets to do things like Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, and a bunch of other fun ones. And yes, I'm gonna count those as they not having, but what we're heading over to Haunted Mansion because they absolutely don't have the holiday overlay at Disney World. So let's go do that. Who is that?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
Yes. Jack Skellington. And yeah, you can tell he's obviously a fan. Now we came right here, as evident of I'm a little bit out of breath. Didn't run over anybody, but we are happy to be here on the overlay. Now my first time at the overlay was actually last year. I'm a giant Haunted Mansion fan. So honestly, I was a little bit worried about how it would be. However, I absolutely love it. If you've never done it, it is fantastic. They closed the mansion for almost a month to be able to put all of the overlay stuff on here, and it is just incredible. Now I will admit, at night it is even more ghoulishly wonderful, and I'm sure we'll probably try to hit it again tonight. But let's show you what's inside and why this ride is just so amazing at Disneyland. And well, they don't do it at Disney World. All right, we're done. And as you can see, we are back in line already because, well, we're going to use our lightning lane. Really, there's very little line right now. I'm actually really impressed. So we're going to do this again and then head on to our next ride. So I'm not going to show you a ton of it, but I'll give you my reaction after being able to see it yet again. So hurry back. We would like your... Wait. What's this? What's this? Because that is just amazing. And little man is just geeked. We did it twice. I will notice so much more stuff than I did the first time, last year that I rode it. There's just so much stuff that they did. What are we doing next? Now there are a couple, like one of them is, well, Tarzan's Treehouse. Well, we don't have Tarzan's Treehouse. We have the Family Smith Robinson. So, it's close, but it's closed right now. We'll go through a couple more audible mentions here as we walk by them. Okay, something they do have, but you just don't see nearly as much, the Disneyland transportation. You see that all the time here. I've seen them once or twice at Disney World, so I'll kind of count that. We made it to Space Mountain with a 10-minute wait, so we're gonna find if little man is big enough here. Hopefully he is. So he has been growing like a weed. You are big? We'll find out. Let's find out. All right, you gotta stand real tall. No, not on your tiptoes. Just stand. I'm pretty sure you're tall enough, kiddo. Bubba, you did it. All right. Eating all his, I'm big. Eating all his veggies has done it. So we're gonna go ride. All right, if you didn't know, 40 inches means you can ride a lot of different things here at Disneyland and also Disney World. So that opens up about like 6 new rides for him. So he is super excited. I'm super excited. And this is going to be his first time on Space Mountain. Now, Disneyland's, I'm going on this one because it's a little bit different. There is 2 seats side by side. So yes, there is one at Disney World, but the Disneyland one is A, much smoother, and B, 2x2. So this is a great one to be able to take him on in case he does get scared. Now, he loves roller coasters, The only thing that's really going to be different is the dark. So we're going to find out, and we'll report back how he likes this. Here we go. Buddy, are you excited? We're all good. Let's see how we like this. All right, well, we have got our first official ride that he didn't want to do again. He's a little scared, which I get. That one feels really fast and it's in the dark. So one thing to do, make sure that your kid is okay with the dark. He's okay, but he just doesn't want to do that one again. So we'll move on to one that he might want to do because we don't have a Disney World. Another one that Disney World does not have, that is closed currently, and so we can't show you, and also not good for toddlers, is the Matterhorn. So unfortunately, we won't be riding that one. However, we are going to try to get on Nemo's Submarine Adventure because, well, you know, Disney World doesn't have it. If you were fortunate enough to ride 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, well, this is very close to that, but of course it's been redone as Nemo. So if you also are not a fan of enclosed spaces or can't get down a ladder, this is probably not the ride for you. However, for a little one, it's a lot of fun. So let's go check it out. So here is the inside of the sub, and you are looking out just this little porthole here and get to see all the fun stuff. Are you ready, buddy? Yeah! All right. Let's go find Nemo. Okay, so we are done with Little Nemo here, and actually a lot of fun. So it kind of has some similar things from the seas, which is to be expected, but I think it might be a little bit longer and a little more in depth. Yes, the dad joke was intended. So we're going to head on to our next ride. Let's follow along. Well, as you can see behind me, we have made it over to Fantasyland, and Fantasyland, of course, has a lot of different rides that Disney World doesn't have. So we are going to first start on Alice in Wonderland. So a lot of fun rides here. We are going to spend a lot of time here, and unfortunately, a lot of time in line, because these rides do not have the Genie Plus. So it is what it is, but it's a lot of fun. So here we go on Alice in Wonderland. All right, here we go. Just two of us, yep.
Is it one in one or both in the back?
Yeah, we'll go both in the back. All right, back here, buddy.
This way. 61. Those would be dead. Oh, and yet we go ahead. And King of Rose was red. With plans to white roses by mistake. And the queen she likes them red. Which is
Your Royal Majesty, the Queen of White, and the King.
Shall we play croquet?
And Rule 42, the Queen will always win.
Very merry unbirthday to you and to you. It is always a fun ride that, well, of course, Disney World doesn't have. It's time to get off. After that unbirthday party, we're heading over to Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Hey, to be fair, everyone loves Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Now, Disney World used to have this one, but it is now Pooh's Adventure. And if you look just into Owl's lair, they are actually seeing Toad handing over the deed to the hall in there. Always the saddest part of that ride for me. But we are going to now go to HE Double Hockey Sticks with Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So one of my favorite old hidden Mickeys is no longer here. This actually used to look like a hidden Mickey. However, so many people have touched it, it no longer does. This is why we can't have nice things. We get ready. Here you go, buddy. All right, you're gonna drive. Oh boy. Here we go, buddy. Whoa, we just drove through the fireplace. Whoa! We are done with Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. The funny thing is they have worked on the air conditioning, so most of the ride is really actually quite cool. And then you go to, well, HE double hockey sticks, and it is warm in there. We are going to actually head across to Pinocchio and Snow White. But first, I guess little man didn't get enough of driving the car the first time. But we'll head over there and continue on our journey with things that they don't have at Disney World. Oh, hey, carousel's working again. I don't know if I'll count that one. They have a carousel there, so. We did decide that we would do Snow White's Enchanted ride, which is a little bit different than it used to be. They kind of toned it down a little. It used to be a lot more scary. However, we did decide that we were going to go get a couple things that we don't get at Disney World. Well, okay, he got popcorn, but I decided that I would get a chimichanga. If you've not had the food experience here at Disneyland, it is definitely worth a try. There are plenty of things here that I really wish Disney World would get. They just don't. But now it's time for us to go on to Snow White's Adventures. So let's have some fun there. We are done with the Snow White trip there. Now, of course, Disney World has the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. For equaling Snow White's rides, well, to be honest, I would pick the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. However, the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train normally has a much longer line than that one does. A lot of fun. Kind of reminds me of the... we're going the wrong way here. No, actually we aren't. Come on, Bubba. So we are actually in Pinocchio's line now, because it is right next door. So we're going to go do that. But overall, Snow White, yeah, kind of reminds me of Pooh, actually, at Disney World and also here at Disneyland. But we're going to now go into Pinocchio, because again, we don't have this at Disney World. All right, slow it down. Made it through Pinocchio, had a fun time. As you can see, it is a lot like... Uh-oh, the choo-choos, yes. Pinocchio, a lot like some of the other rides. It's just a ride through, very similar to, I can't think of the name, Pooh, there we go. It's been a long morning already. I'm on East Coast time and I got up early. But it is very similar to Pooh in the fact that you kind of wind around and do all that kind of thing. It's cute, as you can see, it's running through the Pinocchio story just like Snow White and also, well, Pooh Bear. So it's a lot of fun, but now we are going to do one more before nap time. We are going to go on Casey's Jr.'s train. So we're going to go find that, so come along. With Walt Disney's love of trains, it is no surprise that there are trains here. Now, Casey's Jr.'s is a small train, and actually there's tons of footage of Walt Disney with small trains. That was one of his loves before the mouse himself. And there are basically a small train that you get to ride around, and it's a lot of fun. So we're going to take Little Man on that one, and then we're actually going to head back for a nap. He is doing well, but with a 3-hour time difference, well, it's time. But we're going to enjoy that and then head out for a nap. For you guys, it'll be, well, just a second. For us, it'll be a couple hours. So we'll go on the train here. We'll show you what it's like. We'll be right back.
Curves. I
your circus ringmaster, now present for you the
So the little man
one,
decided that
the
we were wild
only
animals, so we are in a
Casey
cage.
Jr. In a moment,
And
he
having
is
fun.
going
So
to take
let's show you what this looks like.
Everybody hurries to the circus grounds. Time for lemonade and Cracker Jack. Casey Jr.'s back. Casey Jr.'s back.
Casey's Junior Train, definitely a fun time. Really wish they had something like that at Disney World. It'd help. It is fun to be able to see Storybook Circus. That is a wonderful ride that we will go on a little later. But as I said, right now, it's nap time. We'll see you in a minute. We are back from our nap. It was a couple hours, but for you, obviously just a couple of seconds. And now we are going to do Storybook Circus, or Storybook Boats. I'm from Disney World. I don't know all the names, but it's the one that we take the boat around and we actually go through all of the stories of Disney. It's actually a lot of fun. We enjoy doing it, and we are going to do it now because, of course, we don't have it at Disney World. So we're going to go out in our boat and see all of the sights of Disney stories.
Under the sea? What's under the sea?
You know what Under the Sea is.
We found
It's Little Mermaid.
Nemo?
Well, no, that's a different ride. But that's Prince Eric's. That's Ariel's house. Well, now she married into it. One of the rides that kind of surprises me is this one, Indiana Jones. I love this ride, and it actually is the same ride vehicle as Dinosaur. Now, Dinosaur has a 40-inch height requirement. This one is actually taller, so we are not going to be able to ride this one. However, this one actually is, I like this one way better than Dinosaur. But it is actually going to be closed for refurbishment soon as well, so you're going to have to make sure that you check and get on this ride as soon as you can. So we have done all of the rides. Now, there are some attractions that we didn't do, like Mr. Lincoln and those. But overall, we have done all the rides that they don't have at Disney World. Now, there are some that are closed that we didn't talk about, which their Toontown is completely closed right now for refurbishment, and there are a bunch of rides in there that they don't have at Disney World. But since it's closed, we can't include those. But we did in one day, and really we could have done it before nap, but it was our first day here. And it was fantastic. We really enjoyed it. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Smash that like button if that's what you're into. And of course, if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified when I release new content. With that being said, I hope that everybody has a great day. We'll see you real soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.